What's new in the world of Makita? G'day girls and boys, and welcome to another What's New with Makita update video thingy. As you can see on the bench here, I have the new XGT bandsaw. We'll have a look at that in a moment, but first up, let's just take a look at this. I know you've seen this before, but I'm showing it to you now because I'm giving one of these away over on my Patreon page. If you're interested in joining Patreon, it starts at a couple of bucks. And down in the description you'll find a link for that. I'm going to give one of those away in about 10 days time. That helps support the channel so that we can make more videos. I can get more of these XGT tools and all the other tools and review them for you guys. If you'd like to support the channel but you don't want to sign up to that every month, if you just want to flick me a couple of bucks or something, then there's a thanks button just below this video, above the description. Somewhere there it'll say thanks, and I think there's a little heart or something. Click on that and you can flick me a few dollars and I will put it towards one of these, I promise. But what is new in the world of Makita? Well, let's start with some 40 volt lights. The first one was a little bit meh, the one that they released, but now we've got the ML004G, which runs on 40 volt or 18 volt or 14.4 volt or AC. If you do remember, the first floodlight did not run on power. You did not have the ability to plug it in, so it was battery only. But with this one you've got four options. It weighs about 5 kgs, it's IP65 rated, and on the highest setting it is 3600 lumens, which is 600 lumens more than the 18 volt alternative. The medium setting is 1800 lumens and the lowest setting is 900 lumens, so that's quite a good range there. But not as good as the ML008G. Almost got distracted by the phone. The 10,000 lumen floodlight. Coming in at 6.9 kg. She's a heavy beast, but it'll take two 40 volt batteries or two 18 volt batteries or 14.4 blah 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 and AC. So that one has a bunch of options, but it is a big heavy beast. It is one solid powerful light. It only requires one 40 volt battery to run, but if you put two 40 volt 5 amp hour batteries in it on full whack, 10,000 lumens, you'll get 3 hours runtime. On the lower settings, you've got 4,000 lumens, and on the lowest setting, 2,000 lumens. Does it hold the 8 amp hour battery? I'm not sure yet, but I do know it holds the 5s. Sticking with the 40 volt, we have the CW003G cooler warmer. This is a smaller version of the CW001G, the 20 litre cooler. So this has the capacity to go down exactly the same to minus 18 degrees Celsius and up to positive 60 degrees Celsius. It differs in that it only runs on one battery. It can run on 40 volt, 18 volt, AC, or off a cigarette lighter from a vehicle. It has a much reduced capacity with only 7 litres compared to the 20 litres of the CW001G, which means it'll hold 6 500ml bottles of water, for instance. So it may not be enough to get you through a night on the bevies. Moving on to 18 volt, we've got the TC100D and the TC101D. Those are Japanese model numbers. They will be different when they come out in the rest of the world. I don't think they've been released outside of Japan yet. They are a pair of cable cutters. As you can see, they're a bit weird looking. They're actually made by another company and Makita just slapped their name on it basically. I think that's how it's working. It's Maxell Azumi. They make a lot of similar products, cable cutters and crimpers and stuff. There was a crimper released in 18 volt last year, the beginning of last year. The TC300D by the same company, also a Makita tool. As you can see, one of them is an open cutting tool and one of them is closed. Take your pick. You can actually open up, it's got a ratchet system on that closed one. You can open that up if you need to get a cable through there. And they cut up to 50mm or 2 inches in diameter. Sticking with 18 volt, we've got 4 new hedge trimmers. Now these are pretty basic hedge trimmers. They're not top of the line hedge trimmers, entry level hedge trimmers I guess you could call them, but in a variety of sizes. So there's 4 hedge trimmers in 300, 360, 400 and 460mm blades, or 12 inches, 14 inches, 16 inches and 18 inches. It's been a bit of a push in recent years for cute little reciprocating saws and chainsaws and hedge trimmers for small garden work. I don't know if I'll get around to reviewing any of the tools I've mentioned thus far, but I'm hoping to get the lights so we can take a look at maybe all the 40 volt lights, Once they're all available here, I'll try and do a review like that. There is also the PB002G bandsaw. In the States, that'll be the GBP01. This is a 127mm gap here. I will be doing a full review of this very shortly, as well as an update on the blower here, the AS001G. I've got every attachment for this thing now, so I can finally show you what they all are and what they all do. So that's a video coming up soon. Now I have reason to believe that these tools I'm about to mention are not too far away. An 18-volt rebar bender. That'd be cool. And not a big monster of a thing like the Hikoki one, but one that's basically just a pistol grip drill sized one. As well as that, a 40-volt rebar cutter, like the 18-volt one shown here, and a 40-volt flush cutter as well. Now for the really exciting stuff. The stuff that may not happen, but hopefully will. Stuff that's got patents out, but may not turn into a proper tool. We'll have to wait and see. First up, another Resip. This one is just looks like a slightly shorter version of the last one. So it's got the orbital motion, but just a little bit shorter in the nose. Yeah, I don't know if there's really a need for that. I guess they'll market it as subcompact in the US. Seems to be a lot of people that like that sort of thing. More exciting, a new hydraulic impact driver. It's been a long time since we got the first soft impact Makita impact driver, and it is due for an upgrade. Needs a little work down here. We don't need a battery gauge on it anymore, but a few more other features like the other premium Makita impact drivers have would be nice, as well as maybe a bit more power. Not sure whether it's going to be 18 volt or 40 at the moment, but if they're going to the effort of redesigning the top here, we can surely hope that they will do one of each, right? Now I go into this next tool with quite a hefty amount of trepidation. It has been a long time. We have been waiting for a Makita framing nailer. Are we any closer? Well, a new patent was recently released showing an updated nail gun. They did do one a few years ago, which was a flywheel design, which sent shivers down my spine. I thought, no, don't go down the DeWalt route. Please at least go down the Hikoki Metabo HPT Milwaukee route. And it looks like that is now what they have put out there. There is a patent for an air gas cylinder style nail gun. Will it happen? Well, we've been waiting a very long time, so who knows? But here's a little picture so you can take a look at what it may roughly look like on the inside. Doesn't look too dissimilar to some of the other ones already on the market by other companies. But it is looking like it might be 40 volt rather than 18, which is surprising. Surely they could get away with doing an 18 volt one like others have, but if they have to do a 40, hey, that won't worry me at all. But I know a lot of you will want an 18 volt version. On a previous Makita update video, I mentioned the possibility of some Makpac style organizers. Well, they've been released, and they've actually been released here. I didn't realize they were going to be released here, but here's a shot of one that is available in this neck of the woods. And some other quick things. It looks like they're doing a four-wheel cart wheelbarrow type tool with options for a scissor lift type lift on it and tilting barrow, all sorts of different options. I'm still hanging out for a 40 volt microwave. The one that I've seen patents for, it's a Makpac style one as well, so you can just clip it in with all your other boxes of stuff, all your tools, all your bits and pieces in your Makpac storage kits, and have a microwave stuck in the middle of it as well. So that would be quite cool. I'm hoping they'll do that. It's not something I would use anywhere near as much as I would have sort of 10 years ago, but hey, it'd be fun. And it would likely be a 80 volt tool, a 40 volt times 2, I'm guessing, so that you can get that extended run time and yeah, the power needed to run a microwave. And I'll leave you with this thought. How about a 40 volt bicycle? That's right. Some of you will have seen, remember, I haven't seen one here for donkey's years. I don't think they sell them here anymore. I'm not sure if they sell them anywhere anymore. The 18x2, it was probably the very first 18x2 36 volt tool that Makita put out. It was a electric push bike and it's been out for nearly 10 years now, I think. and I've never actually ridden one. I've seen a few of them, but I've never actually tried one out. But it looks like a 40 volt version is coming, but they will be pricey, and they'll probably be quite hard to come by. They're not going to be pumping out tens of thousands of these things. It'll be a very limited sort of run, I imagine. Don't have any images yet. The image you're seeing on the screen is the old 18x2 version. But with electric bikes being so popular, well, certainly very popular in this part of the world, I imagine it might be quite a good idea. You could ride your bike to work and then take the batteries out of it and chuck it on your impact driver. But if your bike went missing with two like 40 volt 8 amp hour batteries in it, ouch, it's an expensive bike loss. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you probably on this video next week or sometime soon. And yeah, cheers, have a good one. I've got heaps of Makita 40 volt stuff on this channel and 18 volt stuff if you are new here. And don't forget, if you sign up to Patreon, you've got a better than 1 in 50 chance of winning one of these. No matter where you live on the planet, I will ship one to you. So, get down there in the description, like, subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll see you later.